pretty fingernails, pretty bitches, see, pretty fingernails, pretty bitches, pretty fingernails.
89.
Alright, pretty bitches, pretty fingernails, yeah, pretty bitches. Let me see, pretty fingernails, pretty bitches.
Let me see how many colors we have.
So, we're about to do our makeup. And this is the first time I've ever did like a full beat. So I'm going to be watching a tutorial while I do this. I had lashes on last night. So I don't think I'm going to take them off because my lashes, it'd be hard for me to put my lashes on. So I'm going to see if I can work around my lashes. And right here, all I'm saying is I know it's 2022 and I should know how to do this shit, but bitch, I don't. So just stay tuned if you want to see how the finishing look comes out. I had to mute the original sound because it was music playing in the background and I'm tired of getting copyright. So I'm gonna let y'all see my mama. She didn't want to be on film that much or whatever. She said we could get a little sneak, a little peek, and there you go. Okay, so boom, let's go ahead and get into it. I think right here she asked me about some setting powder, and bitch, we was just trying to figure it out. Whatever we got on the table, this primer, it was just so white to me, like I didn't understand. I could not comprehend. And I'm saying that's concealer, or that's concealer, and that's primer. But I think that's for, bitch, I don't know, whoop-de-whoop, whatever the fuck it was for. Because I know my best friend had told me concealer was to cover up your dark marks or whatever. And then you put your foundation or whatever the fuck on top of that. So I'm watching Maya Galore. Who are you watching? She's watching a tutorial too. We're watching two separate tutorials. Okay, so this is this little eyebrow brush thing that I got because I figured that I needed it because I see somebody else using it. And then next, I'm going to show you the foundation that I'm using, which is the Il Maquillage foundation. Okay, and now at this point, after this clip, I think the music has stopped. I just had so much fucking footage that I couldn't, fix it how it was supposed to be fixed. But right here, I'm about to show y'all some brushes that I have. I love these brushes just because of the little glitter at the end. And then my best friend had got me these brushes that you see in my hand. I think all except for one. And the other brushes I got from Walmart, and I don't know where she got these from. She gave those to me with my Morphe palette. That concealer I got from the beauty supply. I got the Il Maquillage eyeliner, which is this right here. And let me see, wow, because I'm telling you this video is a mess, but I had to put it out. I got these two little foundations, I believe, for the beauty supply. I was using those for wigs and stuff. So I just pulled them out because I didn't know what I was going to use. I got these aloe vera wipes. I don't remember where I got those from, but I do like those. Okay, so boom, I'm jumping right into my eyebrows, girl. And as you could tell, kind of low-key, it's not going to be that much voiceovers because I want you guys to hear and see what we're talking about, like, organically. They're supposed to be sisters. Not twins. So you can go in an order, but I am actually going to do it the order that I feel like is best or whatever works for me. Let's not go crazy about the order of this. I do my brows first, so that's what I'm going to do first. But if you prefer to do your brows after your foundation and everything is set down, we're on the same page. I don't know. I never do my brows. Shit. Let's see what she did, because let's hop right in. I have no fucking idea. Give your best or whatever shade off the bottom. I said I'm going to go into this NARS, and this is a name still on here. So far, that's what we have. And then I will take this and make sure it's nice and sharpened, and I'll create kind of a tail, but I'm really going to go in with a darker color. And this kind of takes some artistic ability to see the kind of art you want at the bottom, and then I'll use this pencil just to fill them in and to create a shape on the part that's already there first. So I'll create a line, and then I'll kind of like taper it towards this part. So far, that's what we have. And then I will take this and make sure it's nice and sharpened, and I'll create kind of a tail, but I'm really going to go in with a darker color. And this kind of takes some artistic ability to see the kind of art you want. But for me,
this is the arch that I usually go for. So from there, like I said, I'm going to go into this NARS, and this is, the name's still on here, barely, but this is in Last Frontier. High Pigment Long, but this is in Last Frontier. High Pigment Long Wear Eyeliner, and I'm just going to deepen this on the edges where I couldn't really get the color, and kind of taper it into the front part of the brow. So we all know that brows are sisters and not twins, so it already looks like they're kind of uneven, different shapes or different width, but that can all be fixed with some concealers. This is the most important part of your brows. Honestly, before that, you can go ahead and brush them through with a spoolie brush, especially in the front part, just to make sure like it has that blended look. Y'all still do my brows like a lot of people look at their brows like this anymore, but it works for me. So, and then I take my concealer. This concealer I'm using is the Stay Naked Cream Concealer from Urban Decay. And I usually will put little dots right underneath. And I do this in literally like 2 minutes every morning. And then I'll take a paddle brush. This one is from Colored Rain. And I begin to use that concealer to also create a more consistent base for your makeup to sit upon versus your skin and the texture of your skin and everything like that. The one I'm using today is Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This is a new product, and this is the Perfected first. So I'll create a line, and then I'll kind of like taper it towards this part. So far that's what we have. And then I will take this and make sure it's nice and sharpened, and I'll create kind of a tail, but I'm really from Colored Rain. And I begin to use that concealer to sculpt underneath. And that's where the snatch brow starts to come in. And a lot of people don't like to use the lighter concealer for this, but I do it because I'm going to put foundation over that anyway and just blend it into the skin. And I'll use this brush or my beauty blender just to blend the color downwards and also blend in between the brows as well. And our brows are done. Easy, right? So we're going to go ahead and hop into the face. The first thing that we want to make sure that we do is put on primer. Primer is important. And the reason that primer is important is
like,
it
how
gives
do
you a barrier
you
in
do
between
this?
for
How do
makeup
you
and
do
your
this?
skin.
Like,
and it also
how
creates
do
a more
you do
consistent
this?
base for your
I
makeup
don't
to sit upon
understand
versus
it.
your skin and the texture of your skin and everything like that. The one I'm using today is Mercier Pure
I don't
Canvas
understand
Primer.
it. I don't get it. It's not giving.
What I'm going to do is
It's not giving.
and blend it in. One tip that I would give about primer is you don't want to massage it into the skin so much like lotion or like skin moisturizer or anything.
She made that look so simple.
You kind of want to leave
And it's really not that simple.
on the skin so that primer layer is there. And if I was to give a recommendation for primer, more
I'm going to do my brows how I usually do them.
Or even the one from Milk
I'm
Makeup,
not
the
using
Hydro
no
Primer, which is an
pencil.
amazing primer if you're not
I'm
worried
going to
about
use
having a hydrating primer. It's
and
super
my
big. In more
mascara.
drugstore, I would say Maybelline.
So what I'm about to do
all of those
is
primers work really
prime,
well.
and I usually do my eyebrows
Putting
last.
on primer with my fingers, so I would recommend doing
I
that
think.
versus using a brush.
I don't even know what I do because I don't do
Number one
anything.
tip,
I'm not using that fucking pencil.
I don't
That's
make
for
my face
sure.
color my neck because then all of this will be the same color and this will be lighter.
This primer is so light.
And then
It's
I don't want
supposed
to
to
match
be
this
like
color
that.
on my face
Is
because my
it
face is about to be
supposed to be
covered
like
up. And
Oh
it's
my
still going
God,
to be
this is
darker
so-
than my chest. The best thing
I
to
have no
do
clue.
is
I
to
think I got
match
two.
like about right here.
That's
That way
cool,
you get
huh?
a blend between your neck and your chest. And
So,
this one is the
put it
NARS
right here,
Natural
right
Radiance,
here,
and this is in
right
Macau.
here,
For
and
me,
right
it's
here.
a good match because if
And
you put
you
it
rub
there
it in.
and you blend it out, though it's looking a little lighter on my neck, it's
And
blending
you
in
rub it
seamlessly
in.
with my chest. That is the reason that I go for Macau.
Oh my God.
I've had people recommend a deeper color for me, and
And then
sometimes
she
that
said
might work.
you don't
Sometimes I
want
do
to
mix
all
it
the
out
way
with another color,
in,
especially
but
when it's summertime.
you
Or
want
I
to
might use a whole color.
leave a little
color
film on
completely.
it.
I feel like this is a good color because it brings this color all the way up, and then we can sculpt and everything from there. Solid color.
If I was just
Foundation,
good,
depending on the
I think it's
level of
right.
coverage you
It's just
want,
really
I
dark.
usually go for about 3 or 4
I think that's
pumps,
right.
and then
I
I'll
think,
put it
girl,
on my
I
face
don't
with my
know.
finger in different areas, and then I choose what tool I want to. Your concealer is the correct color for you.
So,
It's your
3
undertone. I
pumps
feel like I'm
of
more neutral, so I
foundation.
use a neutral concealer.
Right.
Either this one, and this is in the color
Right.
70 in
Well,
white,
you
or
put
my Radiant
one.
Creamy Concealer from
Yep.
NARS, and that one I use in a Mon. Your
4.
concealer, you do want to put
And
in
then-
the places where you want to highlight. So not only are we concealing, but since this is beginners, we want to conceal and we want to highlight in the same step. So not only are you brightening up some places in your face that might be darker, but also creating the highlighted look in the area underneath your eyes. Depending on the shape of your face and what you want to insinuate or not, you want to put the shape. So you want to bring it further down here by your nose.
I think
If you
I'll use
have maybe a
this.
shorter face, you want to elongate it. If you have more of a longer face and you want to kind of scrunch it in a little bit, definitely don't bring it down. You want to bring it more out. I also highlight under right at my cubic bone, on my chin, as well as my forehead. And then I also contour down my nose. If you have applicators, the easiest way to do it is to just draw the line straight down the nose. But everyone has their own face shape and what they want to simulate, how they want their nose to look. So nose contouring to me is very relative of how you want to do it and how you want your nose to look. But me in particular, I like it to be a line straight down the nose. This is the amount of concealer you need for a regular everyday face. You don't need it extra, you don't need it on my eyes as well.
damn, I
on
forgot the
concealer, if I'm
eyes.
gonna make any foundation
Oh, I forgot to
recommendations,
put that
high-end,
stuff
I
on
would say
What?
NARS. Favorite foundation, hands down. NARS Natural Radiance
What'd you forget?
foundation, I would say is the best one. On the lower end, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the good old Maybelline. Any
You was supposed to
foundation
blend
Maybelline,
primer
honestly,
with
to
your
me,
hands.
is the best drugstore
Like lotion,
or
and I
affordable
think you put too
foundation.
much
For
on.
concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the
Oh my
concealer from
God.
Urban Decay. You do want to make
This is
sure
crazy.
your
And then I was
concealer is the
supposed to
correct
put
color
this
for
on
you
my
and it's
eye.
your undertone. I feel like I'm more
I know
neutral,
I used
so
a
I
little
use
bit too
neutral
much of this
concealer.
damn
Either this one,
foundation,
and this is in the color
but
70
I'm forgetting
NY,
spots,
Radiant Cream
and
Concealer from NARS, and that's
you
one.
don't
That one
want
I
to
use in a mod.
forget.
Your concealer, you do want to put in the places where you want to highlight. So not only are we concealing, but since this is beginners, we want to conceal and we want to highlight in the same step. So not only are
Girl,
you
this is a lot.
brightening up
This
some
the
places in your
eye
face that might be
stuff?
darker,
That's
but also
concealer.
creating the highlighted look in the area underneath your eyes, depending on the shape of your face and what you want to insinuate or not. You want to put the shape. So you want to bring it further down
Okay.
here by your nose. If you have maybe a shorter face, you want to elongate it. If you have more of a longer face and you want to kind of scrunch it in a little bit, definitely don't bring it down. You want to bring it more out. I also highlight under right at my cubic
Okay,
bone.
what did she just say?
To put in, and then you also go in on the cheekbone. I don't put it like down here. I kind of put it a little bit higher because you do want to accentuate the highest part of your
much.
cheeks. And then sometimes I will put it
gotta
down my
bring it
nose.
in.
This is completely optional. But if you are a
Oh my
nose contour
God.
and you do want to create
I
a
have
different
no
shape
clue
of the
what's
nose,
going
then,
on.
you know, where it hits is not as fluffy and big as this one. And I use this to blend out the
No,
prime.
holy
All of those
shit.
primers work really
Okay.
well.
Why did I need
get the
this?
best results of putting on primer with my
Foundation.
fingers, so
Oh.
I would recommend doing that versus using a brush. Now we're gonna hop into foundation. Number one tip for foundation for beginners is make sure it matches this.
Under here.
Make sure it matches. I've mentioned on previous videos just my own tips of how to match your foundation. You don't want to match your neck. I say match your chest area. If you can see, my chest is lighter than my neck and my face, but I don't want to make my face the color of my neck because then all of this will be the same color and this will be lighter and then you look crazy. And then I don't want to match this color of my face because my face is about to be covered up and then it's still going to be darker than my chest. The best thing to do is to match like about right here. That way you get a blend between your neck and your chest. And this one is the NARS
down the
Natural
nose.
Radiant and this is in Macau. For me, I'm just going to insinuate how they want their nose to look. So nose contouring to me
down the
is very
nose.
relative of how you want to do it and how you want your nose to look. But me in particular, I like it to be a line straight down the nose. This is the amount of concealer you need for a regular everyday face. You don't need it extra. You don't need it in this area. That kind of starts to create the more highlighted and contoured look. We're going for something a little more natural, an everyday face for a full face for someone who's just starting out or needs to know everything to use. So this is the perfect amount of concealer. You don't want it to be too bright because then you get the white under eye Kim Kardashian look and we ain't going for that. And you don't want to. So I'm blending this out in circular motions just to create some definition in the face, a different shade than just all the same foundation. And this just kind of creates
This is
the
too
natural shades
much.
of the face.
It's so
Blending this
white.
into the hairline and also down into
No,
the concealer
it's not. No
with
fucking
motions
way.
to make sure that it is blended seamlessly. The brush that I usually
Foundation
use to
yet?
contour my nose
Did you
is
put on
like a
foundation
big
yet?
fluffy brush, and this is what it
Wait,
looks like.
that's the
I just pretty much
primer.
go in with a concealer
No,
and just
What's
blend
on your
it on all
face?
sides and just make sure that the line
No,
is not harsh.
on the
It's
face
just
down
a blend
here.
of color and
That's
shading
that primer
versus
stuff.
I
an
think you.
actual line. So a lot of people get messed up at this part, and
I didn't think I was
Oh my god! I can't.
lids. We're not gonna go in with. I'm just doing this. This is
Wait a minute.
what you want to set
Okay.
as well when we're about to set the
Oh my
base.
god,
I'm
this
going to say
is.
my
I
favorite
cannot
concealer
make
is
this
high-end.
shit
It's
up.
Mercier
I
in
can't.
NARS. And I
I cannot make this shit up.
the same brands, but I would have to say those are my favorite, as well as my Too Faced Born This Way.
Just
Drugstore
remember the
brands
primer
or
was
more
under
affordable
makeup.
makeup ColourPop No Filter Concealer from powders, but if we're just starting,
Foundation
go with one.
and
I would say
concealer.
go for one that's a little bit lighter than your skin complexion.
Okay.
But I do use the translucent, which is from Mercier, and then
She said something about contour.
You all look like a dead person.
Girl, I'm telling you, it looks cray-cray. This video is about to be all over the place because I did not know what I was doing. So we about to flip y'all in. I'm kind of seeing something come together with what I did. So, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and contour, and this is with my NARS Radiant Creamy, and this is in dark coffee. And when you're contouring, you do want to go around the perimeter of the
So
forehead,
can I contour with anything?
it's covered a little bit by
Do it
this
gotta
wig,
be
so
liquid?
I'm deceiving y'all right now.
I don't know.
But I do like to kind of shorten my head. And then you also go in on the cheekbone. I don't
Something
put
a little
it
bit
like down here. I kind of put it a little bit higher because you do want to accentuate the highest part of your cheeks. And then sometimes I will put it down my nose. This is completely
I don't
optional.
want forehead
But if
to
you
look
are a nose
smaller.
contourer or you do want to create a different shape of the nose, then do it at this point with your concealer. From there, I'm going to blend out my concealer. The brush
Oh,
that
she
I
said
use
do
from
it with the
Real
concealer.
Techniques, and this
I didn't
is
use brown.
their expert face brush.
Anyways,
it's very
whatever.
dense and it's very concentrated on
And
you know where it hits. It's
the
not
highest
as
part of the
fluffy
cheek.
and big as this one. And I use this to blend out my contour. So I'm blending this out in circular motions just to create some definition in the face, a different shade than just all the same foundation.
Highest
And this
part
just kind
of
of
the
creates
cheek.
the natural shades of the face. I'm blending
Okay.
this into the hairline and
And
also down
then
into the
I did the
concealer
nose.
with patting motions to make
Right.
sure that it
And
is
then
blended seamlessly. The brush that I
we're
usually
going
use to
to
contour my
pat it
nose
out.
is like an angled fluffy brush, and this is what it looks like. I
That's
just
what
pretty
I'm
much go
using,
in with a
angled
concealer
fluffy
and just
brush.
blend it on all sides
Blend
and just
it.
make sure that the line is not harsh. That it's just a blend of color and shading versus an actual line. So a lot of people get messed up with this part, and you don't have to. As long as you give it the time and attention I need to make sure it's not a straight line. I'm using my baby blender to put any excess concealer on my lids. We're not going to go in with eyeshadow today. We're probably going to use some bronzer on the eyes. So I'm just doing this because this is somewhere we're going to want to set as well. One of my recommendations for concealer. I'm going to say my favorite concealer is high-end is Mercier and NARS. And I know that we're hearing a lot of the same brands, but I would have to say those are my favorite as well as my staples from this way. Drugstore brands or more affordable makeup. ColourPop No Filter Concealer is that chic. And I also have one that's less coverage, and so that is their pretty fresh concealer. I really like that one as well. Also, L'Oreal Infallible.
So
I don't know what they thought they were doing with that one, but they hit on the hit. There's a very full coverage drugstore concealer. If you're looking for
Now,
that is the one to get. We are going to go ahead and set the face. You do need a good setting powder. For my deeper skin ladies,
I got
I'm
setting
going to recommend
spray.
the Mented Skin Silk. This one, it does come in 3 different shades. This is actually the middle
I got-
shade. They have one
but I
that's
don't need
darker than
setting
this.
because I
And
didn't
just
do my
5
brows yet.
years ago,
So,
that was unheard of, which is amazing.
now
So
I'm gonna do
I would
my brows
recommend
how I
using
usually do.
2 different powders. I use 2 different powders, but if we're just starting,
So
go
I'm gonna
with
pause
one.
this and do my brows. Brows. Wait, because I know that's not what you used to blend with. You need a fluffy brush. This.
I have to use something to get it in.
Oh my god, I'm so scared of what this is about to look like.
I'm blending it up.
So I'm gonna use black this time. I'm gonna go with the drama for my brows. And we're gonna get dark with it.
Wait, is it makeup on here?
I just follow my natural brow and kind of just color it in. It's so...
I need to do that.
Girl, what did you do? You gotta put foundation on.
That's next.
You primed and you did all that. It's foundation next. And that's for your whole face. No. Close it. Take the top off. Yeah.
See, she put a lot. I know that's
You pump this. My brows.
This probably thicker than the other one.
Be scared, because I don't know what the hell is going on.
I don't want to look like I'm about to climb in there.
Casket. If they say casket ready,
Which
blend
one?
that one. Yep. Try to do it kind of quick, because you don't want it to dry. But you want to get it all over. Juvia's Place is good for black people.
I don't know if any of this is good for black people.
With that makeup she just said, Juvia's Place. Girl, it is a lot, isn't it? It is a lot. She said, I don't know if any of this is good for black people. Doing all this here. We ain't used to do all this. Girl, I'm talking about we. Y'all didn't wear all this stuff.
Hell no. I was just talking about all I know you wear blue eyeliner and lipstick.
Girl. Okay, my eyebrows are cousins. I'm blending my brows. We got cousin brows.
Oh,
And I definitely see the white flashback.
I really don't think I'm using enough of that stuff.
You just use too much of the other stuff. The foundation. I mean, the fucking primer. That's why I look like that. Especially up here on your brows. It's like, yeah, it's cakey. Just gonna have to run it back.
Right here?
What is that?
What?
that, the white thing you're using, what is it?
There's nothing on it.
Yeah, but what is it? Oh, for your brows? Okay. So, boom. I did my everything. I did my brows, I did the foundation, primer, contouring. I did all that. I don't know. So next, I gotta see what's next, because I already got lashes on, so I don't need my lashes. So what's next? She said setting powder, but I know that setting powder is for your makeup to stay longer, and I'm gonna wash this off, so I'm not gonna set.
We'll say go for one that's a little bit beginner's face, your regular everyday face. A bronzer will give you kind of that effect, but having that concealer underneath helps it to last longer, because not only did you add the color in the powder, but there's color underneath in a cream, so it gives it more pigmentation, it gives it more staying power. Another thing that I love about bronzer bronzer is it is multifunctional. I use my bronzer for multiple things. Right now, I just used it to bronze up the face.
Everything, you want everything to be the same color. Foundation is to make everything the same color.
But even if you put an eyeshadow, you still gotta put
Yes, because this is your skin now. Foundation is your skin now. Like, that's the color. Everything is supposed to be one color. Then you add shadows and shit on top of this.
Circular motions. I'm just gonna go in the corner just to bring the color of our bronzer into the eyes and make you look even more snatched. With a flat brush, I'm gonna go back into the bronzer and I'm gonna put a line underneath my eyes with the bronzer. I feel like so many people forget how the continuity of top and the bottom just kind of brings everything together and makes it look more natural, if you ask me. That's why I went ahead and put a little bit on the lower lash line. I mean, to be utterly and completely honest, we really didn't need it at all. But we're gonna do something that's super neutral, super natural, and good for beginners. Use your bronzer as your eyeshadow. That way you don't need a whole other product, you don't need a whole bunch of brushes, you know. You can pretty much just have a look and a more put together look than not having anything there at all. We're almost done. We're gonna go ahead and finish off the eyes. So I feel like it's easiest to use a liquid liner if you're gonna line your eyes, because especially one with like a felt tip, because it's easier to manage and control versus using a pencil. So I'm gonna just put a line. Not really gonna wing it out or anything, but it's gonna be right there just at the tip of my lash line, just so I have somewhere to put my lashes. To me, it just gives your eyes, Duo number 1 is the best lash glue, in my opinion. So get you some
Girl,
Walgreens,
it's a
CVS,
job.
all that. Drugstore, this is
We've
what
been
you
doing this for like 2 hours.
You're not doing that.
You struggle, put it on lashes. All you have to do is
I think I'm about done.
just like I just
Almost
did.
done.
Place your lashes right on top, at least about 30 seconds, wait for it to get tacky. Place your lashes right on top and your lashes are there. Done. Very easy. Not doing it today because I don't have
What about the line that is going down the nose?
I'm just going to go ahead and place these right on the eyes. But before
You can watch her or that.
make sure that I have one semester.
Watch what I've been watching or watch what you've been watching, because she shows everything from the beginning. That's how I got done. So what are you watching? If your makeup is based off of this video, you should keep following that video.
And you get close to somebody and you can see their little stubby lashes hanging from underneath with all type of makeup on them and they're brown. That ain't what you want. That's why we do this under the lashes. And I mean, you know, if you bless with some lashes, some nice long,
If she used
big fluffy lashes, then we can skip this part altogether. But
for contouring a brown,
I've been blessed in that way. And I do get a lot of questions about how to apply lashes.
this is why I'm watching this, because that's how I go step by step. I don't know. Yes. Yes. Because that's how you get contouring with the darker color. A brown. Some type of brown. So, this is the first time. It's not going to be crazy. Gotta keep doing it. That was the point. So I think I did everything. I think I'm supposed to do an eye and a lip. And then girl, we done. Because this video was about long. It was a mess. I don't even know what I look like. So, here we go. Alright. So, I'm going to do my own lip. I'm not going to follow her lips. I'm going to do my own lips. I'm really a lip gloss girl. Lip gloss me please. Like, lip gloss me please. Oh, now we're gonna use the liquid liner and do a line over the top. And bring it out. Right. I can't see. So we're gonna bring this out here. A wing. And do the same for this side. Over the top. And I don't know if it's connected or not. I cannot see. My lash is kind of blocky, right? I think I want to do a lip liner thing. I like that look. So I probably should see somebody do this, but I'm going to try it on my own and see if I can do it. Okay. Line. I love my Cupid's bow. I have like a deep Cupid's bow. I love that. I was gonna get it pierced, but then I didn't want my Cupid's bow to get messed up, so I just left it alone. I don't know if I'm supposed to line the bottom. Girl, I don't know. So I gotta watch that tutorial. And we're gonna give a super big thanks to Amaya Galore for helping us with this look. She really did that.
Oh my God.
So at least now you can see in the bathroom that you have enough foundation though, right? Like the color is good. It goes. But now what are you doing?
Nothing, we're done with this.
You contoured and stuff?
We're done.
Okay, what's next?
Oh, the eyeshadow.
I'm scared of color. I'm so scared of color. Girl, I don't even know what's going on right now. But since we're trying stuff, we're going to try this. Red. Cheers. Cheers, girls. So, let's see if I can run this back. Okay, so she said, oh, this is kind of pink, isn't it? Oh my God, girl, I don't know. And then juice it up. Okay.
You have to make sure that you are using a damp beauty blender. I love Real Technique beauty blenders. If you guys want to try those out, they're amazing. You guys see it in every single video I post. I love it. So everywhere I put concealer, I'll make sure I set that in with Sasha Buttercup. Most times to set that cream contour, so I grab my bronzer palette from Mercier. I love it so much. They're running out. It is in the shade of 8D. You guys go check it out. I love it so much. Their blushes, their contours. This is what I use. So I make sure that I go in with the same shade of the bronzer, of the contour shade that I use. You're like setting
This is it. Let's see what we got, girls. What is it giving? I can't tell. I don't know if I'm supposed to go outside like this. I don't know if I'm not. I don't really know. I don't know.
Good job.
So what is it giving, girls? I think too. We're on the same page. Like, I think this is good. I think this is good, and obviously can get better because we don't do this. Like, this is not what we do. But I think I can probably try this out a little bit more. I think I can. I don't have to be scared anymore to, like, you know, do a little color, a little foundation and all this stuff. Like, I think I can, you know, bad bitch it up. So anyways, if you like this video and you want to see more of me struggle being a girly girl, then come through. And obviously you can see why I'm not that much of a girly girl, because I mean, my mom is big ass struggling too, like tomboys as fuck and very rough, and she only wore lipstick back then and a little bit of shadow, and the face was pretty as fuck. I hope I can find some pictures of her from back then so we can see. But yes, I'll still like to do a little bit more of this. I like to do a little bit more of this. I mean, did I do that bad for a first beat? How good or bad did I do? I look a little different. Do I look enhanced? Do I look different? Do I look like, oh my God, casket really? I don't know. But we'll take pictures of my mom after she's done with her makeup, because this video is entirely too long. So my mom said I didn't do enough, so I added a little bit more shadow to appease her. And this is her complete look. She loved it. You know what? It didn't look too bad.